extremely intelligent idea. I mean, it's very sophisticated analysis, obviously, and he's right that one of the things that human dignity does is precisely to be the organizing concept of human rights. It's hard to make sense of why we have some difficulties in accepting holiday with pay as one of the human rights that we want, when of course we want holiday with pay, right? So we think it's right that workers have holiday with pay, but we don't say it's a human right. Why is that the case? I mean, most of us think that it was, that people were just too generous when they introduced holiday with pay as one of the why is that the case? Well, one answer is, well, because there is the intuition that human rights are about basic goods, and holiday with pay is not basic enough. The other more interesting and more promising answer is that how is holiday with pay related with your dignity? How does that subtract or add to your dignity? Maybe there is not an evident enough connection between the two. That's why we are skeptical that holiday with pay should be part of that. Why do we want, why is it the case that, like you weren't here yesterday, but remember the example of Uganda, there is this top female executive who makes a lot of money for the same job that does a male top executive that makes slightly more than the female top executive. So they both have a fantastic life. They can buy whatever they want. I mean, it's not a question of basic goods, but one is paid just a little bit less simply because she's a woman. No? And imagine, the paycheck of the woman that says, okay, minus $1,000 because you are a woman. But out of a million euros, or $1 million, minus 1,000 because you are a woman. We think this is a violation of human rights, right? We think that the dignity of that person is violated. There is no way of saying, oh, in one case the basic goods of one person is endangered, the other one is protected, therefore, no, because no basic good is involved in this case, but dignity of the person is involved. So, Waldron is right. I mean, we always have human dignity, whatever we think of it, in the back of our minds when we conceptualize human rights. I'm just saying, like Simmons, that this is not a good argument to say that the third kind of foundation should be discarded. So it could be that the relationship between human dignity and human rights goes along the lines of the fourth foundation, but as in the question I got at the beginning, this is compatible with the possibility that there is a stronger connection that is more in the way of deduction, and most importantly, a connection in the sense that you have human rights because you have a good argument to show that you have human dignity. So the second task that he was asking me about. And Waldron doesn't want that. And most of the people do not want that because, for this reason we have said many times, because if you dare giving such a foundation, you become divisive. You enter the terrain of metaphysics, you enter the terrain of comprehensive views, you enter a very risky terrain.
Just to make this crystal clear, what Waldron offers is for accounts are not foundations itself, but just ways of conceiving foundations, right?
He offers a distinction between 4 ways of conceiving of a foundation, and the fourth one, that is the one he likes most, is a foundation in this loose sense that one concept organizes, gives a unified account offers you the possibility of having a unified account of the lower level
So
concept.
besides being how you see foundations, how you consider them, it's also in a loose sense a foundation itself is called
No, say it again.
because what I want to understand is that if choosing one of these ways of conceiving foundations is a rival task of choosing an orthodox or a view or something like that.
Yes.
For example, you could raise a foundation of a Kantian type, an orthodox, and in terms of social practice, understand how these foundations relate to human rights practice in a third or fourth kind. Between this that Walram proposes. So you understand that there are different things. How do you conceive foundations and which foundations you support?
I see.
I'm asking if these are rival questions, how one determines the other.
I see, now I understand. Okay, so, well, I think that by choosing one of the four foundations, you are already deciding whether you want to be an orthodox or not. If you think that the third foundation has something intrinsically wrong, then you cannot be an orthodox. Because the other three foundations have nothing to do with orthodoxy, so to speak. Now, at a more general level, I think you are asking whether distinguishing these four different kinds of foundation already commits you to one of the three orientations that we distinguished yesterday. No, the answer is not, obviously, because I'm in perfect agreement with Waldron. Although I am an Orthodox, I'm in perfect agreement with Waldron that these are four different ways in which you can conceive of a foundation. So, I don't think that distinguishes these four different ways of doing the foundation commits you to anything. It's only when you express a preference, or you say that one of these four is not promising, that you enter one of the other camps of the orientations that we distinguished yesterday. And in fact, I think that Waldron does enter, at least is saying officially, I'm not saying that the third foundation is wrong, but basically what he's saying is that I like more the fourth foundation because I don't like foundation as it is traditionally practiced. All right, why don't we take a break at this point and then we move to Simon's reply to Waldron. Stay alive, we will get over it, don't worry.
Thank you, Julia.